If the power went out right now, how long would your life continue to feel normal? Most people think the answer depends on resources, food, fuel, water. But that's not how modern systems fail. The resources don't disappear first. The assumptions do. This is the timeline of how modern life breaks. The power goes out, the lights go dark, but life doesn't immediately stop. Cell phones still work, hospitals still operate, emergency services still respond. Underneath the surface, backup systems have taken over. Batteries, generators, redundant networks. The public doesn't notice, because these systems were designed for exactly this moment. Their job is to hide the failure, and they do it well. What you don't see is that they're now operating on borrowed time. Here's what the first 48 hours looks like from street level. Hour 6. Gas stations are busy. People filling tanks that are already half full. Hour 12. Grocery stores are crowded. The water aisle goes first, then batteries, then canned goods. Hour 24. ATMs begin running out of cash. Not because banks are failing, but because nobody expected this level of simultaneous withdrawal. Hour 36. Gas stations without backup generators go dark. The fuel is still underground, other pumps need power to reach it. Hour 48. Cell service becomes unreliable. The towers were designed to bridge short outages. This is no longer a short outage. One system keeps running, natural gas. Gas lines operate on passive pressure, not electric pumps. So the stove, the water heater, and the furnace may still work long after the grid goes down. Nothing has run out. But access to fuel, cash, and communication is narrowing. Now, by day 3, the visible shortage and the actual shortage have diverged. The water aisle is empty, but you don't know what's in the warehouse across town. You don't know what's at the distribution center. All you know is the shelf. And the shelf tells you to buy more than you need. A city that normally spreads its shopping across a week tries to compress it into a single afternoon. Supply chains weren't built for that. Lean inventory, frequent deliveries, almost no buffer. The warehouse may still be full. The problem is moving product fast enough to meet demand that arrived all at once. The shortage isn't caused by a lack of resources. It's caused by a lack of synchronization. The system works when people behave independently. It breaks when everyone reacts to the same event at the same time. Most people think of themselves as observers, watching the system respond. They're not observers. They're components. Empty shelves create concern. Concern creates purchases. Purchases create emptier shelves. The same loop runs through fuel, cash, and information simultaneously. Nobody is behaving irrationally. Every individual decision makes sense. Collectively, they produce outcomes nobody intended. The shortage isn't caused by one person. It's caused by everyone responding to the same uncertainty at the same time. The system isn't breaking around people. People are helping determine how it breaks. By the end of the first week, the infrastructure story becomes a people story. Some communities adapt. Information gets shared. Someone with medical training helps a neighbor. Someone with a generator keeps food cold for 3 households. Problems get solved locally, without anyone coordinating from above. Other places close off. Rumors travel faster than facts. People act on fear rather than information. By day 7, some municipalities begin issuing boil water notices. Water treatment plants depend on electricity to maintain pressure and run filtration. When operators can no longer guarantee treatment capacity, they issue the notice. One sentence from a government agency, the first official confirmation that the infrastructure is no longer holding. The infrastructure in both places may be identical. The outcomes are not. What's different is what existed before the outage started. Communities that hold together share one characteristic. People already knew each other. The nurse didn't become useful during the crisis. She was always useful. The outage revealed it. The neighbor with tools didn't suddenly become valuable. The outage revealed that too. Infrastructure determines what is possible. Communities determine what actually happens. The real buffer isn't a warehouse. It isn't a stockpile. It's the network of people surrounding you. Resilience isn't built during emergencies. It's revealed by them. The lesson isn't that modern life is fragile. The lesson is that it depends on assumptions. That food will arrive tomorrow. That fuel will be available next week. That someone is in control. Most of the time, those assumptions are correct. That's why the system works. But once they begin to fail, behavior changes. And once behavior changes at scale, the clock doesn't start ticking on the resources. It starts ticking on the assumptions that made the system work in the first place. Next time, the grocery store is not a warehouse. inside the logistics network that stocks America's shelves. And what happens when it stops? It's revealed by them.